I will plant trees in the barren deserts, cedar, acacia, myrtle, olive, cypress, fir, and pine. Amen.
Amen. So this is God talking to his people. God speaking to his people when he decided to restore them back to their former position. So the work that Jesus Christ has done for us, he is restoring us back. He has restored us back to our former position. And when this restoration is taking place, he does it with human beings. He does it with you and I. And he wants to show you his part of the restoration and the part you must also play in this restoration. So I want us to use this Isaiah chapter 41 verse 18 and 19 to know the part that you have to play and the part that God is also playing in our restoration. As for the salvation by faith, we have received it. We have received the salvation, which is also part of the package of the riches that he is giving us. Though he was rich, he became poor so that we could inherit the riches. So that is where I want to draw your attention to by referring you to this assurance that he gave his people Israel. He said that water will come out in the desert, the dry ground, where you can't plant anything. So if you look at the people of Israel and their farming activities, you realize that anything they plant are not tree plants, vegetables and fruits, pomegranate and all those fruits that they eat. But in this case, he is saying that he will water the ground. Okay? He will water the ground. I'm reading from 17. He said, the poor and needy seek water, but there is none. Their tongues fail for thirst. I, the Lord, will hear them. I, the God of Israel, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in desolate heights and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar and the acacia tree, the myrtle and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the cypress tree and the pine and the box tree together. So after a poor man is looking for water and there is none, Jesus is standing and calling that anybody who is thirsty, come. I have pool of water for you to drink. Anyone that is thirsty, come. I have a pool of water for you to drink. And he said he will open rivers in desolate height, in a place that is so desolate, and nothing good is coming from there. And fountains in the midst of valleys, opening fountain in the midst of valley, so that water would come and water the whole place. So if God is about to do something for you, this is how he started. He prepared the grounds for you. He watered the land for you. He opened the fountain. He made sure that there is water. The place is good for you to stand before he will start planting. This morning, the Lord is planting something. It takes people who have the eye to see what God is planting for them. I want to announce to you that for the purpose of this passage and this message, there are two things. One that God is doing and the one that you have to do. He has substituted, he has exchanged his poverty for our riches through his sacrificial death on the cross. It is up to you to accept this by faith. And when you accept it, things that comes with it, the benefit that comes with it, first of all, is the salvation. Then you receive his grace, you receive his mercies, you receive his abundance, you receive his sufficiency, you receive his favor. All this come together to form the riches that he said he is exchanging his poverty for, our poverty for. But you must also do something. He does the watering, and he does the planting. So like I told you, the people of Israel, they didn't have all these trees, but God was saying that he was going to plant all these trees for them. And you know that tree gives shade. So when God is planting tree in your life, he is giving you shade. He is making you comfortable. He is making everything comfortable for you so that you could live and live well as his child. God wants every one of us to live and live well because we are his children. That is why he is planting you. Beloved, the year ahead of us, the Bible is saying that God is planting you. So when God is planting those trees, he is planting those trees not for any other thing, but for your comfort, so that you will have something, so that the people of Israel could have something when they are reconstructing their city. And they are rebuilding their city. They would have something. They would have timber to do construction work. So God watered the land, he planted the trees, but the construction work has to be done by the people of Israel. Have you ever seen God putting up building before? Have you ever seen God cutting down trees and making lumbers out of it and using it to mold something? All he does is ensure that there are trees for us so that we could also use those trees to make anything that we want. So get yourself ready as a child of God for this upliftment. Get yourself ready because God is ready to uplift you. He has watered the ground for you. And he has planted the tree for you. What are you going to use the tree for? Are you just going to sit under the tree and enjoy the fresh